Oh, did Christmas come early or not? So the Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12 trailer dropped. If you were here earlier for our recap of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, be sure to check that out. But we mentioned that the trailer dropped. I literally have watched those 2 point how many minutes of this Real Housewives of New Jersey trailer multiple times, taking notes, breaking it down, noticing things that I didn't notice before. But those on TikTok that follow me know that I did a quick video right after I saw it, and my reaction has changed just a little bit. So what you get on TikTok is my initial reaction. I also posted a YouTube short on YouTube where I give you my initial reaction to this trailer. So as you can see, this is the promo. It doesn't look like we're going to get 7 housewives like the rumor had said over the weekend, but some of the ladies got some new looks. Some of the why didn't they upgrade Teresa's look? That looks like Teresa from. Let me stop this now so you guys can really see. That looks like Teresa from circa season 2, not even season 2. Let me be honest, like season 5, season 6. Margaret looks great. Melissa looks good. Jackie looks good. Black Dolores looks really good. She's got an upgrade in photo. Jennifer Aydin looks just so homely. And I've seen Jennifer Aydin look so great. And even Jennifer had some work done since then. Why don't they just update the entire cast? Anyways, I'm digressing. Guys, we are live on multiple platforms. We're live on TikTok. Hey, TikTok, keep tapping your screens. Let's get some more people in here. We're live on TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. So be sure to like us there if you haven't already. And of course, we're live on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. And we're live on Twitch and Twitter. And here I am. What's going on, y'all? First of all, there's a lot to talk about. Sidebar, hold on. Let me see if I can send this photo. Because since we're talking about New Jersey, we might as well talk about everything New Jersey. I got to send this photo to my computer. So, and this is why I love Apple. I can do all of this all at once. I got to send you guys this photo. Since we're talking about New Jersey, let's talk about New Jersey. You will have an opportunity to call in, like this video. Let's get those likes up, and I'll drop the call link so you guys can weigh in and share your thoughts on the Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12 trailer that dropped earlier today. As I said before, I watched it multiple times. There are multiple fights. If you know the tea that we've been talking about for New Jersey, I told you, we heard that there are multiple physical fights. They have been on the promo trail saying that there is a moment this season that tops the table flip. We got to see that in the trailer. Hold on, let me bring it up. Look, let me bring it up. We get to see it, but I don't know how this moment tops the table flip because no table has flipped. Okay. We do get to see Tiki Barber's wife in this month, and I'm going to refer to her as Tiki Barber's wife because look, out of respect for the original Miss Tiki Barber, because if you don't know the story, that's a whole other story. She was the nanny, y'all. Anyways, I'm digressing. Can we just first say congratulations to my girl Black Dolores? Black Dolores got a boo. And look, he looks hot in this photo. I have another video from the Instagram. He's all right. He's all right. Dolores could do better, but he's definitely, at least he don't look gangrene like Doc. I mean, the doctor was really nice. Dr. David was very nice. He was very helpful, but boring. Never really wanted to commit. Well, Dolores has moved on. Dolores has moved on. Tell Senior I love me some black. Me too. I love Dolores. I have a picture. Shout out to my friend Lisa. She, during the filming, I think it was a film. I can't remember. They were backstage somewhere during filming for the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and she called me on FaceTime, and Black Dolores was there. And I said, "Hey, Black Dolores." She kind of looked like, "What?" Anyways, so Black Dolores has a new boo, Paul. Hey, Paul. He looks very cute in this photo. But without those look, I always say sunglasses are ugly blockers. Not to say that he's ugly, but I gotta see without your sunglasses. And all you mother fathers that are on Tinder and Hinge with nothing but photos of you with sunglasses, what's wrong with you? Sorry. But stop it. Take the sunglasses off. Let me see your face and take the damn mask off. We know it's a pandemic. Sorry. I'm digressing. I apologize. But this is why you love me. And this is why I love y'all, because y'all deal with my digressions, okay? Okay, so Black Dolores does have a new boo. Congratulations to her. More than likely, we're not going to see him on the show. We probably will hear about her breaking up with the Dr. David. Again, though, based on this trailer, it doesn't seem like Dolores has much of her own personal storyline. She's getting into it with the other ladies, though. More specifically, one I did not expect to see with Jackie. What is happening? Don't mess with Black Dolores from Patterson. Do not remember. Do not mess with Black Dolores from Patterson. That's not one you want to mess with. So as I said to you before, we dropped the tea months ago at this point that the Real Housewives of New Jersey has multiple physical altercations. When people talk about Potomac and they talk about some of these other shows, and Andy says this is not Bad Girls Club or Love and Hip Hop, but New Jersey has been giving us violence for years. Some of you already on my TikTok comment section say, I'm not here for all this fighting that we're seeing in the trailer. And I get it. To me, what makes a great reality show isn't these physical altercations. I could do without them. And I remember seeing this on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I was like, that's the darkest time of New Jersey that I didn't like, because I really believe the physical fighting. I don't necessarily believe the physical fighting this season, though. It feels as if they are trying to recycle old storylines, old beefs, bringing up stuff just because they don't have anything. And I told you, based off all the interviews they've been doing over the last couple of weeks, I had a feeling like we don't have anything here. And I know some of you are going to love this trailer, but to be honest with you, my first reaction, which I'm glad I did on TikTok first, was that, am I a little bored? After watching it multiple times, I'm a little bit more interested because I still love New Jersey. I think New Jersey had a stellar last season because we love the husbands. I think the husbands are a great part of the show. We don't have that same chemistry across the franchise. So I'm excited to see Joe Gorga. I'm excited to see all the husbands come back. Even Frank Catania is coming back, even though he's not married to Dolores. But we prefer him than pale Dr. David. Just saying. Let me just backtrack just a little bit of what one thing I can appreciate is how they started off, where Teresa's like, oh, she's looking forward to summer, and then by the end of the trailer, she's like, is summer over yet? And if you didn't watch it as much as I did, you probably missed how they did that. Clever editors. I see you guys. And I have faith in New Jersey just because, like I said, last season when all these other cities were failing and just not good, New Jersey had a solid season. Was it the best season in New Jersey? No, but it was still entertaining. We still talked about it. We still had a great time talking about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So I was excited for a season 12. I was. And I heard they were trying out a lot of new housewives. We know that some ladies were being tested. Sidebar, Teresa's friend, I forgot her name. Y'all remind me in the chat, who people were speculating were going to be on the show. She confirmed, I believe it was to a media outlet, that she was going to be on the show. and Margaret shaded her. She was like, on which show? And we didn't see her in the trailer. We got to see Tiki Barber's wife in the trailer, but we didn't see this new friend of the real estate agent. I can't even remember her name at this point. That's bad. What happened to my elephant brain? Well, she hasn't been on the show yet, and she technically is not important, and she's not even in the trailer. Yeah, we even get this moment where Joe Gorga, again, we got a little bit of this last season about Joe Gorga versus Joe Giudice, who is kicked out the country. He's not allowed back in here, even though he's making moves to try to fight that and come back into the country. No, he can stay where he is. Come on, you have to have the same energy. What is that, the white privilege? Is that the white privilege that he thinks that he can fight it now and come back? Anyways, Data says, I'm glad Gia is sticking up for her dad. Her uncle needs to keep his unsolicited opinions to himself. But her father was trash. Her father called her mom the "see you next Tuesday" on TV and cheated on her multiple times, allegedly. I guess we'll say allegedly. She's not important. They probably only hired her because of Tiki. Oh, yeah. Hello. We didn't even get any moments from this new friend of. Oh, Lord. But anyways, I'm digressing. Let's get back into this. At the top of this, they give us a little preview of what to expect throughout the season. And part of that was Jackie crying with Evan. And I don't think it's exactly what we think it is. Last season was focused on Jackie and Evan's relationship, possible cheating or whatever it may be. I think something's going on in her family. I don't know if someone is sick. I don't know if someone's passed on. I don't know. There's definitely something happening. So we shall see. She's crying with her husband, but I don't think there's any trouble in paradise. I don't think it's her season this season for marriage trouble. The person's season that it is this season for marriage trouble is Jennifer Aydin. Jennifer Aydin, as you know, if you follow any of the rumors on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, then you know that people have been talking about allegations that Dr. Bill, who we love or loved, allegedly cheated on her. And then there were rumors that she cheated on him. And based off of this trailer, it seems that this is their season to work on their marriage. Honestly, I got to call BS. Because so many of us, including the other housewives during the reunion, said that she brings everyone else's storyline on the show besides her own. And I think this is orchestrated by Jennifer and Dr. Bill so that she can have a storyline that's not about her mom and dad's relationship or her brother coming out or something else that's outside of her relationship. So I think this is her season to address cheating rumors. So I don't know if I believe it. I don't believe it. And that's the problem and I know a lot of you say this should happen after a certain amount of seasons, they should just stop the show or reboot the show. This is what happens when you keep people on a show for so long. They learn how to navigate the cameras and navigate a narrative for the cameras. And I feel like that's what's happening in New Jersey. At one point, Teresa yells at Margaret because they have a big tiff this season because Margaret is carrying the bones. Margaret, you're welcome for carrying the bones of Louis' rumors, the Louis Ruelas rumors about being a narcissist, about demanding sex from his exes. Where are the exes now? Where are you exes? What else do you have for us? I remember people dropping all kinds of receipts in my DMs when this first broke that Teresa was dating this man. Interesting rumors too. I don't think some of them have not been addressed based on what I saw and the groups that he was a part of in New Jersey. Anyways, I'll sit on that. Y'all don't know how much stuff I sit on. That sounded so. Oh my gosh. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. Okay. They do take a group trip to Nashville. And shout out to Nashville. I would love to come to Nashville. But based on what we see from this trip to Nashville, I'm like, It looks a little bit like a snooze fest, but this is where they have the big blow up between Teresa and Margaret Joseph. If you recall, do I have that video? Hold on, y'all, because I will play that video if I have that video on this computer. Y'all know I deal with a lot of stuff on here. If I have that video, I will play the video here. I don't think I have it on this computer, or I did, or I deleted it. I guess I don't have it. That's all right. So I played a video for you guys. If you follow me on my social media, Margaret Joseph's confirming that she's at the center of a lot of drama this season. And we get to see that in this Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12 trailer. And Margaret and Teresa go at it because at the top of this trailer, Teresa's like, "Oh, you're not going to bust my love bubble." All right, Teresa. So later, well, and I believe this is during their Nashville trip. This must be the moment that everyone keeps saying tops the table flipping moment. And I kept on saying every time they brought it up, I said, this is BS. They're saying it way too much for us to believe it. And based off the trailer of what we got to see, no, it doesn't top the table flipping moment. Teresa throwing things, a grown woman. How old is Teresa now? 50 something? You're still doing this sort of behavior? Data, you're trash. I can't. I don't condone violence in real life, but on these reality shows with all this security, I don't mind it. You know what? Jay says Margaret knows the assignment. Foxy says her love bubble. Wait, her new man is kind of creepy. Kind of. Look, if you watch the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip where he gave her 8 cards for every day that she was away. Sidebar, he's a Taurus like me. And Teresa's a Taurus. I should have already told Teresa that's not going to work out. 2 Tauruses in a relationship? I'm surprised they're moving so fast. To be honest with you, us Tauruses take forever to move. See, I can be critical of my astrological sign. Oh Lord, no. Danielle is no longer a part of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I don't think you'll ever see Danielle Staub ever again, to be honest with you, just based off of her relationships with Andy and the network. So they do take a trip to Nashville. And of course, this bigger moment than the table flip moment happens between Teresa and Margaret Joseph. And Teresa, Lord, starts throwing food and drinks and all that kind of crap towards. Oh, how come this? Oh, hold on, y'all. There we go. This is right before she starts throwing things. And as you can see, Louis tries to pull her back. Everyone is shocked. Poor Tiki Barber's wife looks unfazed, but she probably doesn't see what's about to come her way. Lord. She already seems boring. I'm sorry, Tiki Barber's wife. Exactly. Latasha says, I'm a Taurus. I cannot with another. And I've done it. It didn't work. Just saying. Abby says, oh my God, 2 Taurus. The shade. Data, y'all know y'all stubborn AF. I'm not that stubborn. Shut up. All right. Guys, we already have almost 300 people in the room. Let's get to 150 likes. I'll drop the call and link. I do want to hear what you guys have to say about the Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12 trailer has dropped. I posted it on my Twitter. If you missed it, shout out to OMG Reality TV. I believe that's their. I've retweeted them. So be sure to check out the trailer there. I would play the trailer for you guys, but copyright. Excuse me. All right. So we also see in this trailer, beyond just the Teresa versus Margaret fight, we see a fight between Black Dolores and Jackie, which already I'm a little bored with because look, I love Dolores. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a straight shooter. Pow, pow, pow. She hasn't had a storyline, but I love the fact that she's really friends with Teresa, and I like her. I really like Dolores. I've never advocated for Dolores to be kicked off the show because I like Dolores. Now, Jackie. So I'm just thinking, Jackie and Dolores have a fight. I'm already bored, even though Patterson Dolores was coming out. I just want to know where this comes from because I just don't see it happening between these two. Because at one point they looked like they were good friends. At this particular moment, they say you don't want to cross Margaret, and I said Margaret. I was like, I was shocked by that. I'm like, why would they say something like that about Margaret? I'm like, Margaret, I have no fear in my heart of Margaret Joseph. I like Margaret on the show, despite what other people. I hate the mouth. That's so distracting to me. I know she can't help it, but it's so distracting to me. Can we just talk for a moment? Let me take a sip. I'll move on. Ariana, thank you so much for the super chat. Ariana says, is Tiki Barber's wife the one he was staying in the dorm room with and left his wife for while she was pregnant with twins? Damn. Yeah, the babysitter. That's her. They thought we forgot. I wonder if it will come up. I mean, she's only going to be a friend of. There was rumors that we would get a seventh housewife, and there were a couple of women, including Tiki Barber's wife, that filmed for the season, but we didn't even see the other lady, Rocio. I forgot her first name. Something. Her last name was Rocio, and we didn't see her in the trailer at all, even though she was telling media outlets that she's on the season. And then Margaret Joseph was like, "What show?" And now we have to say it too. What show, lady? Because we didn't even see you in the trailer. We saw Tiki Barber's wife, though. Damn, Ariana. Is Tiki Barber's wife the one he was staying with in the dorm room with and left his wife for a while she was pregnant with twins? Damn. Catherine says, I love Jackie. Her shade is beautiful. I mean, I don't mind Jackie. The reason why Jackie can stay for me is because she's willing to go up against Teresa, and a lot of them aren't. Meme says dorm room, though. A mess. Tiki, you dirty. So even in the trailer, we get to see moments where Teresa's very conscious of the cameras. When she's in the car with Louis, she's like, oh, there's cameras in here. At one other point, she's like, oh, you guys are still filming? Yes, you're on a reality show, Teresa, and we need to get every moment. So be quiet. Oh, my goodness. Let me see if there's other moments that I forgot to talk about. We already talked about Gia having a situation. Gia looks like she's going to be, not looks like, she's going to be making more of a, is she coming in to replace her mom as a housewife? She already has confessionals. We saw photos of that. K11 says, was Tiki 40 laid up in a dorm room? Dirty. They need to make her a housewife so we can dig a little bit deeper back into that story and just do a throwback story about how Tiki Barber cheated with the babysitter, allegedly. Is it alleged when he got a full-on wife now? Anyways. So during the fight with Teresa and Margaret in Nashville, Teresa is being taken out after she throws the food and things like that. This is the moment I think they're comparing to the table flip, even though she doesn't flip this table. So how does it compare? Oh, you're throwing things across the table? Okay. Well, as she's exiting, she called Margaret a white trash bitch. I don't know why I'm not saying it because I said it when I reported on my exclusive when Drew called allegedly. Now they're saying someone else, but I'm going to stick with what my source told me. A little dog bitch. So I'll just say she called her a white trash bitch. Yep. That's what she did. Tracy says Gia is Teresa 2.0, but with a brain. Let's be real. Gia has had some moments where I'm like, this girl, I don't know how she's made it through with these parents and have more sense. Tracy said her probation must be up. Maybe. I mean, yeah, I figured so. I think her probation's over and she's paid her restitution off. She worked her butt off. Shout out to Teresa for doing that. Joe didn't do that. That was all Teresa working her butt off in order to pay off that restitution for what he stole. But she, like Erica Jane, benefited from it. So, anyways. All right. Where are we? Hold on. All right, I'm going to drop the call-in link, guys. We have almost 400 people watching. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. I know a lot of times I watch videos that I enjoy and I forget to like it. So be sure to like the video. Thank you in advance. Let me drop the call-in link. I do want to hear everyone's reaction to the Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 12 reunion has dropped. If you missed it, I posted a link to it on my Twitter at TheKempire. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, y'all. That's where I do some live tweeting, talking about reality shows, news, random thoughts, shading some of your favorite people, those kinds of things. All right. Let me drop the call-in link. Almost I left the studio. Oh, Foxy says, let me just propose it. Foxy says, I wonder what I wonder what all of them really think about Louis. Because they're all the Louis stuff, based on what Andy Cohen said, this season's all about her relationship with Louis. So, and I know I've heard the rumors too about, is she getting a spinoff? I hope not. I hope not. I've heard the rumors that Teresa might be getting a spinoff. I'm hearing a lot of these housewives are getting spinoffs. And maybe it's coming to Peacock. We know we covered the story that Karen Huger is more than likely getting a spinoff as well. The Real Housewives of New Jersey is already Teresa's spinoff. We don't need a spinoff with Teresa and Louis. And honestly, I'm not that interested in Louis and Teresa's relationship. Teresa is great reality TV, but not for her own spinoff. It's all about everyone with her family, things like that. I don't need a Teresa spinoff, to be honest with you. I don't care. We can do a wedding special because everyone's done a wedding special, but I don't want them to get married, honestly. I just don't like all the information that I've heard about Louis, and I've told you guys this before. I wish her the best, but I'm just like, why this one? Why this one? Anyway, Jersey's in the house. You guys are hilarious. Oh, Lord, you guys are a mess. Assistant says, no more spinoffs, please. Only if it makes sense. I don't feel like we need a spinoff with Teresa and Louis. Real Housewives of New Jersey already is Teresa's show. And I've always have said that was dumb of them to do because now they've pinned themselves in a corner unless they're trying to move away and trying to move Teresa away from New Jersey and trying to rebuild New Jersey in a different way. Maybe. And this way they're able to make more money. Okay, now we have this other show and now we have the Real Housewives of New Jersey. But honestly, I don't care. I don't care for a Louis and Teresa show. Abby says the love bombing he is giving Teresa are red flags. A lot of you have said that in the comment section. Look, I get it. As you get older, you move a little bit quicker. I think if I didn't know what I know about Louis, I think I probably would have a different perspective. But we'll see. I can always change my mind during the season, just because we're going to pay attention to this new season and to see how we didn't get a lot from him. We didn't hear him speak a lot during the season, but of course we heard Joe Gorga because he's forever a housewife, forever trying to get attention. Joe Gorga with the comedy career, stop it. Just get back to building houses. You can do reality TV on the side. We don't need you doing stand-up. Because from what I hear, you're terrible. Well, you're not even that funny on the show. You're funny to laugh at, but not like, knock jokes and whatnot. I love you, Joe Gorga, but no. Wrong road? Okay. Britt says, we don't need it. Real Housewives of New Jersey already is Teresa's spinoff. Exactly. Hey, Kat. Hey, my love. I don't understand why so-called real friends find the need to talk trash about each other's relationships. I do not want friends like that. With friends like that, who needs enemies? I wouldn't be surprised because these folks have been on reality TV for so long that they are more than willing to orchestrate these conversations like Jennifer Aydin and the Dr. Bill storyline for the season. It wouldn't shock me if they all were on the same page. This season, it's going to be about your relationship and alleged cheating rumors. So that wouldn't shock me. All right. Let me take a couple of callers. Josie, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Josie?
Hello, Kempire. We see each other again. Okay, I'm here. I do have to say, I don't know. I actually like the trailer. I do think it's gonna be fun to watch
Mm-hmm.
because like this is like my actual first time actually like watching the season from the very beginning. Because last season I started like at the I think somewhere in the middle, and then I
Mm,
had to go back and rewatch everything. Well, not all of the season yet, but I had to go back. This
yeah.
is like my first time rewatching it from like the very beginning, and I'm really excited to watch it. But I do have to say, wait, I have a question though. Like like the Ultimate Girls Trip and this one, which one was filmed first?
Oh, oh, damn. No, I think Ultimate Girls Trip was filmed first.
Cause like I was gonna say, cause like it's like so
Yeah, it
hard to
was.
see her back in this toxic environment when she was just like so much fun and free at the ultimate girl trip. I'm like, damn, I love this Teresa, and I'm like, now we're going back to seeing her in a place where she has to like pretty much do the same thing all over again, right?
Yeah.
And I do have to say, I like the friendship. Well, I don't know yet, but like it looks like Jackie and Jennifer are gonna be friends. I really would like to see that because last season they couldn't stand each other. They could not stand each other last season. So I
Yeah.
would like to see that. Well, I do have to say though, I don't know if because me and Teresa share the same birthday, me and her both share the same birthday,
Also, you're a
but
Taurus like me.
yeah, I'm born May 18th, the same, right? So I'm like, I don't that I just love her so much. I don't know if it's because of that, because I feel like I just don't like the way Jackie goes at Teresa like that. I just don't like it per se. Cause like it's just like you dumb, I'm smarter than you, so that's what it is. Like it's not that's how I get it from it. But I do say I really like the fact that Teresa is going for Margaret. Cause I'm just over Margaret. Her mouth like she like throws a stone from a glass house, and when someone comes for her she gets all defensive, like she started it first, right? It's like, girl, see you out somewhere. Yeah, Melissa is just she's the same, always fighting against her sister-in-law. It's the same old Melissa that we know, so it's nothing really gonna change. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna see her again in a new season. But like, I do have one last question before I go. I was just, you see how Gia said that Joey's always talking about her dad.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, like, did I miss the news of what he said? Like, what was said? Like, did I miss
I
it?
mean, I mean, even last season, this was addressed where Joe Judice was talking about Joe Gorga in the press, and Joe Judice has been talking to the press because they pay him, so he makes money from talking to the press. So that's been ongoing. They've been talking about each other on the show, talking about each other on social media, talking about each other in the press. So I mean, I'm sure it's not one specific thing. Maybe they will address one specific thing that's been said, but I'm honestly not that interested in a Joe Gorga versus Joe Judice fight, especially because Joe Judice is so far away.
Exactly. It's not even in the country. It's like, so I don't get the point of this whole fight. Like, just like the kids are gonna like see that and be like, that's my uncle going against my dad. That's not a very good look, right? So it's like, no. Yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say. Everything looks. Well, I don't know what's going on with Jennifer's marriage. It's just crazy. Last year she got a big ring, and this year she's struggling for a relationship. Is like, I don't get it. Yeah.
A
So
little fishy.
yeah. It's like, okay. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. All right. So one other thing that I didn't talk about. So first of all, there are multiple fights happening during the season 12 trailer. Of course, we see the fight between Teresa and Margaret. We spoke about the fight between Dolores and Jackie here. But there's also a fight between where is it? Oh, Jennifer and Melissa. Jennifer and Melissa also get into it. So honestly, I was surprised more by the Jackie and Dolores fight than I was about this fight. because they have not seen it for each other for a while now. And the fact that they're fighting this season, I'm not shocked. But the fact that we're getting physical fights, multiple in one season, is a bit too much, especially for grown women. Grown women. I mean, I definitely don't want to see the men fight because we love the guys together. So that should be interesting. What do you guys think that they're fighting over? Poor Jennifer's storyline this season is that she is having marriage troubles, and Jackie is there for her, surprisingly, because they haven't really gotten along over the years either. All right, Kat, I see you backstage. I'm going to bring you up. Hold on.
Hey, honey, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, my love. I'm good.
Thoughts on this trailer?
Oh, God. I saw the trailer, and I lie you not, I kept going, oh, oh, oh.
So you enjoyed it?
Listen, I'm here for the mess, okay? I love the mess. We love the mess. You know, my thing is when, first of all, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a big Jennifer Aydin fan. I think she's a bobblehead, honestly. A total airhead. So I don't really care for her. I think she came into the season being really mouthy because she wanted a check. I think she wanted to solidify her place at the table with these women. And I think that for her, in order to do that, all bets were off. So she was going to say and do whatever she wanted, you know, just to go in and go out with a bang. And that's the truth. So I don't feel like there's anything organic about her.
Yeah.
At all. Every time they show her, all I feel is fake.
I agree.
You know? And so that just kind of bothers me because I've been watching New Jersey Housewives since the beginning.
Same.
You know, and the cast has changed except for Teresa, of course. So I'm not a big fan of hers. And then we have Dolores and Teresa, who have been friends for over 25 years. They're more than sisters at this point. And, you know, family's big to me. I wish her and Melissa could get it together. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I think they'll always be like that. But I think that there does have to come a point where, and I'm going to include Dolores in this because just as her and Teresa, 20-something years, is the same thing with Dolores and Joe and his wife, you know? So I think that these women have more power than they know. And I think that they need to get it together, at least for the show. Something called unity and loyalty, which I've seen through the years. You know, Teresa has made some mistakes. You know, I understand that she loves her sister-in-law. I believe she does. But I believe that there's been issues there before the show. And the fact that they tried to fix that in the show doesn't necessarily work. Because then you have all these other dynamics just trying to throw their 2 cents in it, and whatever makes them feel away, they address, forgetting that, you know, we're family. These cameras are rolling. So it's like you got to sometimes kind of look at it and say, what should be off limits? What parts of our lives should be off limits? You know, is everything going to be for a check? I find it concerning. Like, there's just certain shit I wouldn't do for a check. Like, I love my family. Me and my siblings are like this. You know, I would never ask them to hide a body for me. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but we're that close. And I would never, you know, I've never let outside entities try to get in between me and my siblings. It just wouldn't happen. So when you see it on TV, you're like, you know.
And based on the trailer, it seems as if we are getting back into another situation about them, about the siblings having an issue. I'm not sure what it is specifically, or if it's long-standing throughout the season. But again, there seems to be some sort of issue there. Yeah,
definitely. But I'm not shocked about Jennifer Aydin having issues in her marriage either.
Really?
I'm not. And the reason why I stated is because it seems to me like, first of all, this man really works. He works his tail off. There's been times throughout the season since they've been on where you barely see him. You see a lot of her, not really him. And that's because he's, you know, the bread and butter of the family. And of course, he takes good care of her and the kids and her parents as well. So kudos to him. But not only is she an airhead, but she's acted and said certain things on TV that you would think a man of his stature, he kind of, I would think he'd be like, hey, like, at the end of the day, you're on the show, but you're my wife. I think that there's been some red flags. I'm not sure if he signed up for that. And we've seen this many a times throughout different kind of shows, reality TV, where the husband didn't sign up for something and then these relationships are falling apart right in front of us. So I'm not shocked. I really am not. Like, I kind of saw it coming. There was just certain, they seemed to love each other, but they seemed, their characters was of two different people. He was more reserved and didn't mind letting loose a little bit and hanging out and getting to know the guys, and very sweet man, hard worker, but she's very messy. And when you have your significant other in the spotlight being messy the way she has, throughout these couple of seasons, people question that. And a man of his stature, I'm more than sure he's gotten some questions, not just by his colleagues, but by family. Certain things just aren't for TV. Certain things you got to just be, and so I'm not shocked about it. I won't be shocked if within another year we see in the tabloids divorce. I'm just being honest.
Damn. All right, Kat, I gotta go. I have a couple more
baby.
But I appreciate you and your perspective, because now I'm thinking like, oh, all right, Kat, thank you so much.
Bye, my love.
Bye. All right, unpopular Krista, I'm gonna bring you up. Before I do that, guys, don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. We're talking about the Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12 trailer that dropped. If you missed it, follow me on my YouTube. Follow me on YouTube, but also follow me on Twitter so you can check that out there. All right, Krista, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. So yeah, this is just another day in Jersey for us over there. That is nothing new. Come on. We fight like that every weekend.
Oh, damn.
Like, I feel bad half the time. Like, I'm watching this stuff and I'm like, yeah, it's normal. But like, I watch all like the fans comment and they're so taken back by all the fights and all the violence and all the like screaming and yelling and shocked that they're still family after that. But like, I'm telling you, that's just normal around here. What I don't what I'm really hurt about is watching Gia be so torn between Joe and her dad, because you got to see both sides of it. I mean, her dad's not a saint. Joe knows that. She knows that. But you just, I think Joe, after the divorce, he spoke his truth about how he felt. And I think Teresa felt, a different way after her parents passed away also. So, I mean, that's the sad part. I'm excited for Dolores and her new relationship. We still have, what's his face? He's still around. I had a little conversation with Mr. Frank Catania. He's still around. He's part of the family. Okay.
Yeah. We can't get rid of Frank.
No, I'm talking about the other one.
Oh, Dr. David?
Yes, Dr. David is still around. He's just a friend. He's a family member at this point. Dr. David. No. Listen, I can tell you something else around here. I have my best friend. She's married. Her husband, her ex-husband, there are 5 kids, and the 2 new kids all live in the same house. And it works. It's an Italian Jersey thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just weird that I know too many people around here that do the same thing that they do, because I live in the same area. But yeah, Dr. David's part of the family now. Yeah. I mean, Teresa. Yeah, I mean, you always need a doctor in the family, especially around here. And we don't hold anything. We put hands on the hips in Jersey. Everybody's like, what do they hold in Jersey? Yeah, we're not that bougie. We're not that special. We don't have anything gold to hold. Maybe a flower, a plant. I don't know. We do hands on the hips. Margaret, though. Oh, Margaret. I don't know. I feel like she's popping the love bubble. Like, we're always going to find some shit to talk on somebody. They're always going to find something to say about Louis or whoever. You're always going to find dirt on somebody. So why pop her love bubble? I mean, I really believe that Teresa's parents sent Louis to her and she's finally happy. Look, don't look. Stop with that. Don't you think? He's not that bad.
Teresa's love bubble way earlier than Marge did.
All right, okay. Like he was a little bit he did stalk her though. He did. He's like, yeah, Teresa Giudice. She stays at the shore house down the street. I'll wait for a time when she's walking outside. Hey, Teresa. Yeah, but hey, look, he loves her. He loves her though. Let's just let her be happy. I was so over her. I was over Teresa. Look, I make no sense half the time. I don't understand analogies. I'm grammatically effed too. I understand like she doesn't really catch on that quick, but like when you hear something like that, you just lose it. You don't really see, the end of the tunnel till you're done screaming and yelling like a maniac. And then you're like, all right, I'm from Jersey. I'm just literally not thinking straight. I'm sorry. Teresa just doesn't apologize. Like I apologize. I'll be like, look, I'm crazy. I was wrong. Like I overreacted. Please explain it to me. I'm sorry. I know Sheila, but like, I don't know. I guess I'm giving Teresa a lot, but like
You're hopeful. Look, I get it.
I'm hopeful because I live here. Okay. And I understand these people on a different level. Like we're really not that bad. Like we're just really not that bad. We just don't think before we speak. But
yeah. All right.
That's
Chris,
why we're so unpopular.
I got a line back.
I see that.
I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah. Love y'all.
Giving us the Jersey perspective.
I will. I'll be out in these Jersey streets getting all of it for you.
And yeah, please do.
I will be dropping that tea come January. Don't worry.
Thank you.
See you later.
And by the way, we talked about this trailer, but I didn't tell you when this is premiering. The new season 12 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey will be premiering February 1st, 2022. There were rumors that it was going to premiere February 2nd, 2022, which would have been a fantastic day. A very lucky day. I love all those twos. But, New Jersey's not so lucky. All right, Giovanni, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Giovanni?
Hi, how's it going?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm doing good. So Real Housewives of New Jersey is really my franchise when it comes to Real Housewives. I think it's actually one of the strongest casts out of all of the Housewives franchises alongside Potomac. They have a really good group that it's not like a revolving door of cast members. However, I think that, like you said during the show, I think some storylines and some cast members are growing stale a bit. I think that, for example, a lot of people seem to criticize Melissa for not having a storyline, and I never really saw it, but now I'm seeing it. A lot of the times you see her interacting with these other women, and I don't feel, and especially last season, especially with the trailer that came out, they had shown her having issues with Joe, and I just thought that was kind of fabricated, and Joe's still having issues with Melissa working and all that. I think that also when it comes to Teresa, I've always had a little bit of a problem when it comes to Teresa. It's always on TikTok. I'm always fighting with the Teresa stands and all that. And also on Real Housewives of the Ultimate Girls Trip, when she was saying that she's been dealing with a lot of problems with other cast members. I think that a lot of the issues originate from her. And again, it's changed this season with Margaret. I see her in this trailer. She's conspiring and gossiping to, I think it was Jackie, about Jennifer's marriage. She was talking about, oh, well, she doesn't even know if she's going to stay married. And then she's going with Teresa. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how the season's going to play out. I think that it's going to be New Jersey always delivers when it comes to the drama. The only problem is that you never know if the drama is fabricated or not, and it kind of takes away from it, I think.
Agreed. So, Giovanni, I appreciate you calling in and giving your perspective.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. All right, guys. We're going to take a couple more callers. Mark, I see you're backstage, but it's like all black. So I don't know if you just don't have an icon. I don't know what that is. I've just never seen it like that. Janelle, I see is backstage as well. Before we do that, guys, don't forget a new episode of my podcast is now available where I talk about things I don't talk about anywhere else, including some Real Housewives of Atlanta news. I also talked about some other story. I can't remember what it is, but I didn't talk or do a video on it on any other platform. Subscribe to the Kempire Radio podcast on all podcast platforms. And don't forget to rate and review because it does matter. All right. Shout out to everyone that's a part of the conversation in the chat. And if you are watching the replay of this, I want to hear your thoughts on the trailer for The Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 12. Are you going to be watching? Are you excited for it? All right. Janelle, I'm going to bring you up. Hey, Janelle.
Hi, bonjour.
Janelle,
How are
what's
you,
going on?
darling?
Janelle, you sound like you're somewhere. Are you not at home?
No, I'm currently driving to Ulta. I'm in Florida.
Oh, excuse me.
Do I sound far away from the phone?
A little bit. Hopefully
Okay.
you're not driving. You're being driven.
I'm being driven by my mother.
Okay. Hey, mom.
She don't want to talk.
Oh.
But she does not give a damn about the Bravo. Okay? She's like, I don't care about this. She goes like, do what you. But here's the funny part. When I'm home and I'm watching it, she be in the kitchen doing stuff, and she'd be like, why are they fighting? I said, I thought you didn't care. I thought you didn't care. Okay? But it's okay. We're working on her. But how you doing, boo-boo? Have you eaten?
Well, I have eaten, but I haven't had dinner yet. It's almost dinner time.
Okay. But I'm gonna keep it quick. I'm gonna keep it cute because I got some shopping to do. But let me tell you, I am excited about this trailer. Okay, and you know what? I was low-key pissed that Bravo pushed it back after OC. I was like, why are we doing this to me? Give me some New Jersey crazy. But you know what? I'm glad they did it because now I got something to look forward to come, winter, because, we're probably going to be on lockdown again, especially in New York. And I need something to watch. I need something to keep my attention. I need something to give me hope because, they film this during the summertime, and that's going to make me inspired. Be like, you know what? It's okay, Janelle, because summertime COVID is going to be a mere memory. Oh, I didn't mean to say that word. Don't flag this video. Okay. And I'm gonna have something to look forward to because knowing summer's on the horizon. So I'll say, okay, Bravo, you're forgiven. You are forgiven. But yes, I'm excited. And also, listen on Ultimate Girls Trip. And if I'm correct, and Storm in the chat said I'm right. They filmed Ultimate Girls Trip after they finished filming New Jersey. So there was already lingering tension with Teresa and Melissa beforehand. But the whole greeting cards mess on the first episode of Girls Trip, I'm not sure about Louis because he looking a little too much look like Brooks. Okay? And we all saw what happened with Brooks and Vicky. And Brooks was Vicky's downfall when it came to her continuing to be on the show. So he may not have been the main reason, but he definitely contributed to her downfall. So and I like Teresa. So I hope that Louis is not part of Teresa's downfall if he ends up being like Brooks. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. And also, second thing, ooh, child, let me tell you, Margaret is an alpha, and so is Teresa. This was bound to happen. One of them has to be top dog. It can't be one. It can't be both. One or the other. And Teresa is the vet. She's been there since day one. And I think Margaret has always wanted to be the one in charge. It's just part of her personality. So I'm not surprised that they're going at it because Margaret wants to hold that. What the hell do they hold?
They don't hold anything. What did what's the name just say? Look, they hold their hips.
Okay.
And then you dip. Janelle, did we lose you? Uh-oh, we lost Janelle. Janelle? Oh, Janelle. Damn, we lost you, Janelle. Call back. All right, Mark, I'm going to bring you up, but I don't see anything, Mark. Mark, are you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It was a black screen, so I was just like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, I thought the trailer was good, except for the Teresa and Melissa drama for the how many 10th time or how many seasons have they been going at it?
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain they've been rehashing this drama for how many times now. It's just getting stale and bored. It's as if they already written down how they're gonna argue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my impression. The second weird thing that I saw was, I think Jackie was very compassionate towards that other woman.
Jennifer.
I mean, yeah, I know. I didn't understand why. She just could have been on the outskirts and said, you know what, you came for me for how many seasons now? I'm just gonna be neutral and not say anything. But she was really compassionate, and I don't know. It's just the trailer was, I give it a 9 out of 10, except for the Teresa and Melissa drama. At this point, I can say one of them have to go. I
Oh,
know it's extreme. It's extreme. I understand, but it's just if you keep rehashing the same storyline over and over and over again, what can you offer in terms of reality TV value?
if you had to choose though, who would you say has to go?
I think it would have to be. Sadly, I think it'd have to be. Oh, that's a difficult one. At one On one side, I would like to say Teresa because she's been there way too long. What can she bring at this point? I mean, we saw how she went after Jackie for no reason, just because producers told her you have to bring something. And at the other side, Melissa's just too much of a go along to get along person. She's not gonna try to force something. I mean, she's keeping it real, but at the same time, yeah. So that's a tough one. Or either just get rid of both of them and get someone new. I don't know how that would gel. That would problem. I know I'm harsh, but it's
I'm
just
about to say, Mark, you cold blooded. I
no.
like
I would
it.
just say no. I was just say like, hey, if you're gonna do the same storyline over and over and over again, it's after a while we have to say, come on, do something else, or at least have production force them to pick an original storyline because
Mm,
you already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna rehash old things again and blah blah blah. They're gonna basically what it gives the production team is free footage because then they can simply use those flashbacks to filler up the episodes,
mm,
and basically you're not getting any reality TV value. Let's say a scene is 2 minutes, 45 seconds out of that 2 minutes is a pure flashback. So yeah, what do you get of reality TV value? That's my only intake.
good points, Mark. Anything else before I let you go?
No, I think finally we got some Margaret versus Teresa. I think that was a good stunt after how Teresa pushed Danielle to drag her hair, so that was a very good thing. Uh, I mean, other than that, I mean, Dolores, I don't think she brings anything that much to the table. It's a bit of a how would you describe her? Would you describe her as super reality TV? I don't know what she is.
I
No,
like her
I
though.
understand. I like her a lot. I mean, it's just in terms of I mean, it's kind of like Shirisi from Potomac. You can like her as a person, but in terms of reality TV value, it doesn't translate.
Yeah. All right, Mark, you're
That's about
cold
it.
blooded, but I like it.
You're welcome. Goodbye,
You rest
Kempire.
of your day. Bye. I love it. Oh wait, I'm gonna get the last couple of thoughts from Janelle. Janelle, are you there?
I'm here. You know, my friend, okay, I tell my friends I do these things, and then she gonna call me right in the middle of it. I
Of
said,
course.
Heifer, I called you an hour ago. Now you calling me back.
I'm talking about
It's okay.
Housewives.
It's like, Lord, it's okay. I still love her though. But anyways, what I was saying about Teresa and Margaret, this was bound to happen. Like they both have alpha dog personalities. And Margaret has always been to be the lead one holding her hips since you don't hold anything. So I mean, and what Mark was just saying about Dolores, I love me some Dolores because I have said this before. I've said this on your channel, Kempire. I've said this on Jason's channel and Adam's channel. You need a Cynthia in the group, like. Cynthia, you need someone who is going to be somewhere in the middle, who can still stir up some drama, drop some tea, because Dolores loves to drop some tea. She'd be like, well, I heard. Oh, what you hear? Okay. And Dolores loves spilling the motherfucking tea, but she may not be in the forefront, but she knows her position. She's not trying to be top dog, but she's not going to be the underdog. I'm so glad she broke up with the doctor because it made no damn sense. Because I was like, where's the chemistry? I was like, I love her with Frank, but I don't need them together either. I need her with a younger man. I need her with someone in their 30s who, works in finance in New York but lives in Jersey because they want to get the tax write off or whatever. I need her I need her out on the Jersey Shore showing off those new tatas and that new waist she got. I love me some Dolores. And you just need somebody. You need somebody in every franchise to have that position. And Dolores does the work. Okay. But that's all I got to say. I'm excited for this new season.
All right. And this is why I love when you guys call in, because we can have different opinions and still love each other.
Yes. Oh, you know, I got love for you, Kempire. Ew.
All right, Janelle. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right. Talk to you later, boo. Get some food. I'm going to talk to you soon. Ew.
Bye. Let me just get to these super chats, and I'm going to take these last couple of callers. David, thank you so much for the super chat. David says this. Great stream. Gia needs to stay in a child's place. Joe Giudice talks ish on Joe Gorga all the time, but she's upset for Joe Gorga to talk about Joe Giudice. I agree. And that's why I pointed out the fact that Joe Giudice is doing all these interviews in the media talking about Joe Gorga, and we saw that last season, and he's still doing that mess. And look, Gia is going to always defend her father, but her father's not stellar either, and he's been caught on camera being very disrespectful to your mother. All right. Alon, thank you so much for the super chat. Alon says, Melissa would make a great friend of, always in drama, but got nothing going on at home. And maybe they're bringing on these new friend ofs to segue some of these people off of the show. As we said earlier, there is a rumor that Teresa is going to get her own spinoff, but I just don't I don't agree with that, to be honest, because we already said that the Real Housewives of New Jersey is her spinoff. It is her show. And I think that was stupid of Bravo, stupid of the production company. But maybe they're trying to segue her off so they can do something different with New Jersey. We'll see. We'll see. So thank you so much for the super chat, Alon. All right. Let's get to some of these callers, and I'm going to take this off because we're not going to take any more callers after this. St. J, I'm bringing you up. What's going on, St. J?
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm practicing my Luann. Okay. I hate that opening credit photo of them all together. I hate it.
I know it's bad.
I'm so tired of it. They look so much better now.
Yeah.
Like, I need it to go.
Does it really
I need them all
that much? Are they spending more than $20K for a photo shoot?
I'm like, are y'all just dispersing that money amongst the cast? Is that why they don't care to have the photo updated? Because it looks horrendous. Yeah. Now, ... I was so excited to see Dolores remind us that she's from Patterson too. I was a little taken back. It reminded me of season 7 of Atlanta Cynthia when she was just super gangster for no reason. I was like, oh, Dolores, whoa. They said you had it in you. Friends with Teresa for a while, so I know you got it in you, but I'm going to smack her? Now, I want to say that when the ladies in Jersey fight, the cast themselves don't tend to make an issue out of them fighting. When the ladies in other franchises fight, the cast seems to make an issue that there was a fight and that they should do better and that they should be better. I think the fact that the whole cast is willing to get in the gutter makes it different. Now, Teresa and Melissa, I agree that I don't think that there's any story there. And I think that if the purpose of having Melissa on the show is because she's Teresa's sister-in-law, I could see why she would have to go. Yeah. Because if you're going to rehash the same thing over and over again, it makes no sense. But I'm like, also, is there anyone else you guys can add that breaks up that dynamic? Because what happens is everyone's complaining that it's recycled, but we've had the same cast for 4 seasons. So, I mean, come on, there's not so much going on.
Unfortunately.
I think Jennifer is faking. I don't see divorce for them.
Okay.
Not divorce, maybe separation, but not divorce.
So on some level,
Like,
you believe that this relationship is in trouble.
one of the callers pointed out, like, he has this type of business. She gets on TV and acts this way. That's not a great representation. And I could see that.
Mhm.
But I don't see them divorcing.
Okay.
Crap, there was one last thing. What happened to Tracy? Tracy was filming confessionals. Tracy was freaking everywhere with them. You had to squint your eyes on the third view of the trailer to catch Tracy.
I don't know how I caught this snapshot, but I did.
Kempire, be honest. You know you caught that snapshot because Margaret was like had that
Yeah,
vein
I mean, that
popping
was
out
the
her
whole
neck.
reason. I wasn't trying to capture her.
Yeah, I'm like, you because I didn't realize that was Tracy until you posted it with the last caller, and I was like, oh wait, there she is.
wait, but take a look at Margaret's husband. He looks like, I am so checked out. Why am I here?
Yeah, all the Jersey husbands look like that. When the ladies get to like tussling, they kind of just try to lean out the frame and look like nothing's happening. And I'm like, does this happen normally? Like, is this a normal? Like Teresa pushing all that stuff at Margaret, I hope, and I not to encourage violence, but I hope Margaret threw something back. Like, I hope she didn't just let Teresa push all the stuff on her.
I think she
just
did.
sat there.
I think she did.
But yes, Margaret wants to be the alpha. Teresa is the alpha. To me, Teresa has it coming. Whatever Margaret brings to Teresa, Teresa has it coming. But then does she really? I mean, but here's my thought. And I'm not going to get on a soapbox about it. Danielle's a grown woman, a very grown woman. Teresa told you to pull her hair. You didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Margaret, you can't be but so mad that a grown woman like.
Yeah, but if this was
Followed
supposedly your friend saying this, even if Danielle went ahead and did it, why would your friend encourage someone to do something like that? That means I wouldn't even trust you.
Kim D said it best. Those ladies aren't loyal to anybody but the check.
This is true. All
So
right.
there's that. That's all I wanted to say. I can't wait to watch on 2/1. And I'm so excited I got to call in today. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. St. J, thank you so much for calling in. Now get back to the
Thanks
books.
for having me.
Bye. All right. David and Adam, I'm going to get to you guys, but you guys have to make it quick because it's been a busy day. As you know, here on Mondays, there's just so much going on. So if you missed anything that we covered today here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, be sure to check that out and be sure to follow me on all of my social media. Everything's at the Kempire, at Kempire Radio, at Kempire Daily. Follow us because you never know what's going to come there that you might miss out on. All right, David, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, David?
Listen, I just wanted to say this. Basically, I am Team Margaret all the way in the whole Margaret versus Teresa debacle. But I swear to God, if Margaret doesn't go up and punch her in the face, I'm going to be so disappointed.
Not disappointed. Come on.
And then Gia, I said this in my super chat earlier. Gia needs to stay out of things with her father and her uncle, especially considering her father starts it most of the time. So I don't get that whole thing, and I feel bad for them because like she seems to be really close with Melissa's daughter. I can't think of her name, and like that's probably going to have some kind of an effect on their relationship. So that's sad, but still. And then also, I'm kind of happy to see Jackie and Jennifer becoming friends this season because it seems like their daughters are kind of friends. So that's kind of cute, I suppose. And then Dolores, I like Dolores. She seems like a really nice person. Like, and I agree with what the person said earlier here that we need to see more of her personal life. But the whole thing of that she's getting up in, you know, Jackie's face and stuff, I don't like that because it seems to me it's just like Jackie's not the person that's going to fight back. Like she doesn't seem like a physical fight. Like she seems like more of a verbal fighter. So now if she was to do that with like Margaret or something, then I'd be like, okay, yeah. But it just seems like she's kind of picking on like the weak link, I suppose.
Oh, damn.
And I like Jackie, but still.
Good point. Good point. Anything else, David, before I let you go?
No, just I hope Margaret puts Teresa in the hospital, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, you don't want to encourage. David, where are you calling from?
Ireland.
Ireland. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I know it's it's getting late there, right?
It's only like 9.
Oh, okay. Looking late for me. All right. Have a great rest of your evening.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Since we're already over on that side of the world, let's bring Adam up. What's going on, Adam?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thoughts on this trailer?
Okay. So, agree with the previous callers. The opening photo credit that is just like it belongs in a museum or something. Like it's not worth me looking at. I mean, it just looks a bit recycled. You know, like we've kind of seen that this with Beverly Hills and Atlanta. There's a switch up. This just looks stale.
Yeah, agreed.
I have mixed opinions. Like I'm disappointed that UB Tracy Johnson and the other one Caroline, who is a estate agent, are now just made friend ofs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember last season, but pretty much last season was Jackie, Teresa, and Jennifer, and occasionally Margaret trying to take down Jennifer. But Melissa and Dolores at that deadbeat reunion were just boring. They had nothing to offer. The only thing that Dolores offered less for Melissa, which was quite hard to do. And because all Dolores said last season was go F yourself when everyone was saying that the relationship with the doctor was fake.
Yeah.
And I'm so, it may be an unpopular opinion, but Jackie in the end delivered last season, and I think you know, with the whole she defeated Teresa at the reunion, unfortunately. Like I was quite shocked, but that's how it happened. She destroyed her in the part 2. But with this season, I am on Margaret's side. I think Margaret can just shade. She has it naturally. She doesn't have to be extra. She just knows what she's saying, and I like her. I feel she's funny. She's got wit to her. She's the perfect package. But with Melissa and the whole Joe versus Teresa about, I mean, all the Teresa fans may come after me, but I didn't like Joe Giudice. I didn't like him. He, you know, I have different values to him. I don't feel that how he spoke against women was good, and he just seemed like he wanted to cause the rift in that family. Just and I feel that, you know, this whole storyline of Melissa's is just getting old, and fair enough, make her like a Marlo, what Marlo Hampton used to be. I think her and Dolores need to be put down a little. I just think Dolores is being extra with the Jackie thing. It just reminds me of how in the mid-season trailer of Salt Lake City, Jenny is desperate to have that moment with Mary. And she's like, run away, Mary, blah, 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 and just trying to go at her. And Jackie's just like there, kind of like, okay, you know, what are you trying to do here? And you can just lip read and just see like, okay, this is just trying to be extra. There are some people like Margaret that can just shade naturally and, you know, make perfect entertainment for reality television. This moment with Dolores is an extra, and I think you can already predict that Margaret is going to be the MVP. She's going to be the MVP hands down. I don't see from that trailer you can classify anyone else being the MVP. And like I said, she not only can she shade and start drama, she has wit. She on her Instagram, she's funny AF. And I'm disappointed though how this season kind of got delayed, because it was meant to come out in December, but then Orange County got delayed, and it was like a domino effect. It was going down, 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 down.
Yeah.
But at least it's at the start of February. The rumors on Instagram yesterday was that it was going to be like at the very end, and I was just like, oh, come on. Like, but with Jennifer, obviously I heard it on Instagram, but from the previous seasons, this marital issue is like a major thing to like. It's just like she was like, oh, I have the perfect arranged marriage, da 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 da. But what's the old saying? What people say is not always true, so you never know.
Yeah. All right.
But who would you? My question to you is, who would you say is the MVP, judging by that trailer? Which person impressed you?
Trailer. I can't go by that trailer because I feel like a lot of this is put on, and as we already know with Bravo history, the trailer usually is just it's a lot of hype and not a lot.
I mean, with Atlanta, Kenya Moore never disappoints.
Wait, I'm open to Margaret being the MVP, but I have to wait and see because Margaret has failed me over the season. So we shall see. Adam, I appreciate you calling in. Have a great rest of your evening.
You too, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas in advance.
Thank you. You too. Bye. All right. Thank you guys for being here. We have almost 500 people in the chat. Be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. We were just talking about the Real Housewives Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12 trailer. If you missed it, follow me on my Twitter at TheKempire. You can see it there. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that was a part of the conversation in the live chat. I appreciate you guys. And of course, thank you to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. To become a member, head on over to TeamKempire.com. And shout out to our moderators for allowing us to have a fun conversation about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. As you know, we cover it here on the channel along with everything else in pop culture. So check out everything that you miss on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you to everyone that was here. And as always, don't forget to get your coldest water bottle. The holidays are right around the corner. Get your coldest water bottle today. Use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off. You still have some time to get your coldest water bottle for yourself or for one of your loved ones. All right, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in.